So I want to say the last time I did a review on this mod was about a year ago, and a lot has changed. A lot has changed, and we're going to check out most of what this mod has to offer nowadays. But before we start, I just wanted to say, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, because only 2.4% of you guys are subscribed. It would help out the channel a ton, and it would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Even if we just take a look at the map, you can already see there's so much more to see and do, especially over here. A whole Shimmer Biome, and there's a coral reef down here, and we're gonna check all of these out so you guys get the full experience on this mod. I think first off, what we're gonna do is check out my favorite part, the honey area. I think it's like it's no longer a dimension. It used to be a dimension when I last did this review, and now it's just a whole biome, quote unquote. It's a whole section of the jungle, which you'll see here. It's a big rhombus, I think this is, and there's a lot to explore, a lot to do, plenty of life crystals, plenty of loot to collect. And then I believe, yep, right over here, you have the Queen Bee summon. But other than that, there's nothing really to this other than the loot and like the scenery. I definitely think you can make a sick boss arena out of this. So yeah, let's get on to the next one. So what we have over here is we have this little treehouse area. This is definitely really sick. This is another one of my favorites. It's very scenic. There's a few loot things here and there. I think this is mostly just decoration, and I like how very like laid out it is. It's definitely really cool. They also go up really high, so just be careful when you are, you know, crossing and whatnot. Make sure you don't fall. Make sure you don't accidentally, you know, zoom off the tree. Just gotta be safe. So next, we have the pyramid, which is not too much different from when it was last time. Sort of the same layout. I think it's just a lot more complex, and there's a lot more of these little traps here and there. I do really like how they have the mummies come out of the caskets. It was like that last time, but I think that this just is probably the coolest part of the pyramids. You just gotta be very careful. Especially down here. If we go down here, it looks so sick. There's a bunch of loot. I'm actually gonna make my way down here as well. So there's whatever this is. It's an Uluru, which floats, I guess. Okay. And then loot, generic loot, nothing too special. Pretty much what you'll find in a normal pyramid. You just get a lot more loot, and you still do have the original sand caves down here. Not too much different. I believe that this is just sturdy fossil. Yeah, they have sturdy fossil veins like normal, and yeah, it's nothing too different. Again, I think this is one of the few that stayed the same. I thought it was pretty neat to begin with. So the next and totally new to this update is the Shimmer Biome, which is so cool. The way they decorated it, the way they got the shimmer going, it looks incredible. And like, it's huge too, so you have like no fear of running out of room. Before, the shimmer was just kind of like a one pit area in the base game, and it fits it, but like it wasn't that cool. Now this is what I was hoping for, and I'm blown away by this biome. It looks insane. And not to mention, you have like these smaller pits. They work like normal, act like normal with the shimmer. So it's what you're used to, just in way cooler decoration. And this should be easier to find, considering it's way bigger of an area. So hopefully you guys have a lot better of a time trying to find this. Now the next area we will be checking out is the Lizard Temple, which is just golems area. I mean, it's nothing too special. As you can see, a bunch of pots everywhere. You can get as much loot as you want. It's a few chests everywhere too, like over here. And you get, again, pretty much the same stuff you would get normally in a temple. I just really like the way this is laid out. It's a lot more temple-like than the original Golem temple. And what's really nice is if we make our way through, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And what's even cooler is down here, we have our own little Golem arena, which you can set up, get rid of these spikes and whatnot, and then go ahead and fight Golem right here. I think it's way easier to fight Golem, especially with this bigger platform area, and you'll be able to customize your arena a lot more than with the original temple. But I mean, that's pretty much it for this lizard temple. It's just a way better version of the regular temple. Now, the next thing we have are these Sky Island domes, which are just way bigger islands than the normal Sky Islands. They seem to have a lot more ore as well, especially the better ores, like platinum and stuff. So you definitely want to come up here and get some ore. May help you on your runs. What I have noticed though is only a few of them have the houses on it. If you want, like, you know, the Star Fury or whatever it's called, I think it's, yeah, Star Fury, you're gonna have to find these little temples over on the sky. But yeah, much cooler Sky Islands. I think these fit the game really well, and I think it fits the mod really well. There's this smaller house, same ordeal. I mean, you get loot and some other stuff. So definitely check out the Sky Islands. That's a huge part of this mod. Even up here, there's this stellar remnant, which can be used to make fallen stars, which is honestly super huge, because if you're a mana user, then you can definitely take advantage of this and just get max mana stars as soon as possible. And I feel like you get a lot more, you know, standing room with your fishing island over here. So the only thing is that these clouds are bright, especially with the lights and shadows mod. So just be careful. Don't want your eyes hurting. So what we have next is the jungle area, which is basically just like the normal area, just jungle-ified. As you can see, normal loot that you'd find in a jungle. And I don't really know what else to say about this, except for not only does this have a jungle area, you have a sky jungle area as well. This is sort of just like, has a bunch of plants in it. It's more so for decoration total than for finding loot. I mean, occasionally you'll find these just normal, you know, jungle loot that you'll find anywhere else. But like even over here, again, chests, nothing too special. Just makes your life a little bit easier than having to search underground. I mean, the jungle also has way bigger areas too. Like, look at the train track area they have and stuff. And this is like not just this area, they have it everywhere in the jungle. It's everywhere, which is really sick. Now up next we have our little marble area. Again, this is mostly for decoration, but it is huge. It scathes the whole bottom half of the like map. It is crazy how big this is. And most of these buildings are about the same. They offer a little bit of loot, as you can see in these chests right here. You can get a Hermes boots. Let's see what's in this chest over here. Hermes boots again. Nothing too special. Like, there's a life crystal over here. You can get these sharpening things, and then just generic loot. And now another cool area is right under the beach. You will find a nice little coral reef down here. And you have chests and whatnot. It's not really worth adventuring to, but it's nice as like a little decoration. It's really cool that they thought of adding this. So I give the mod developers props for this. They totally got rid of the underwater, like, lost city that they had, which I don't blame them. There wasn't too much to explore, and it wasn't really worth exploring. So now another really cool biome that got a little bit of an update is the ice biome. It's basically like the generic mine shaft that you find except definitely a lot more neat, I've noticed. Again, generic loot, nothing you won't find in just a regular forest biome mine shaft. So other than that, some of the ice stuff is actually in these little ice temples, which I think this is pretty cool. It didn't really change from the last update. This has been the same. I think that this is definitely worth keeping. I like these little temple areas. They look really sick. But other than that, I mean, ice biome, nothing really too much new, just a few little changes. So another thing that this mod has to offer is just a dungeon change. I mean, it's not really different from the other updates that we've had on this mod, but for those of you that have never seen this mod, I definitely think that the dungeon is really cool compared to what it normally is. It's a lot more dungeon-like. I mean, to be fair, the regular Terraria one is pretty great. I think the regular Terraria one has its ups and downs, but so does this, and I think this definitely has a lot more ups than downs. And it's just like a regular dungeon that you'd find. Same loot, same stuff as always. Down here, though, you have your jungle, desert, and ice chests for hard mode. Now, this is actually another really cool thing, and that they're just down here. Now, you may be wondering, where's the corruption, crimson, and the hollowed chest? Well, I'll show you where that is in just a second. So you might be wondering, why are we back in this shimmer? I'll show you exactly why. If we just take a nice little dip in the shimmer over here, we get sent all the way down into this neat little area over here. Now, there's not too much loot-wise. There's a few chests here and there. Nothing too special. You cannot break blocks in here either. So you have to really use the shimmer to your advantage, especially when going down these things. I do not know what that is. Tome of Inferno. Probably just an enemy. You have to figure your way around here, especially if you want to get to these chests. So we'll go over here. Let's make our way around. And as you can see, if we take a dip in this, we enter right here into where we can find these chests. And so this mod does have a few of its own weapons, like this superior spirit lance, but it feels very vanilla like, so I think it's definitely a nice add-on. And they have their own little few enemies that they have. If we check out this chest, same thing, spirit lance, but there's also this, which is a nice little accessory. There's the magic shield. So another nice little accessory they have to offer is the magic shield, and it says at the cost of mana, it reduces final damage taken by 25%. And what that means is if you are about to die, it will pretty much tank your final damage taken by taking some of your mana. But as I was saying before, if you were wondering, you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and comment your favorite part about this mod down below. Anyways, that'll be it. See y'all next time. Peace.